All right, check one, two, two.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2.
Okay, all right. Welcome, welcome. Another 2GO show. We want to do something different like we started out last week at the later days of December. And we're going to start it out doing it today. I don't know if brothers want to key in a little bit of music. I'm going to relight the stage and
Yeah, I can do that.
purify the show to start.
What would you do for the money? Special shout going out to everybody who came out to party tonight, y'all. We're gonna have us a good time tonight. My man Pluck, my man E. Huh? I'm talking to the 30 and overs right now. I'm looking for everybody that's 30 and over. I wanna go back just a little bit. Hey, look. Funny how things change. Can't go back, see it'll never be the same. Remember how we used to live the party ride, old school. Funny how things change. Can't go back, see it'll never be the same. Remember how we used to live the party ride, nigga. That's what we talking about. I'm talking about 30 and over right now, y'all. Huh? Hey, Blood, let's represent for the old school, y'all. Me and you, Parsons. Huh? Hey, look. Funny how things change. Can't go back, see it'll never be the same. Remember how we used to live the party ride. Funny how things change. Can't go back, see it'll never be the same. Remember how we used to live the party ride. Bigger!
You guys gotta forgive my voice. I'm sorry. Celebrating, screaming, yelling, getting all 2019 out. That's what I was doing. So I guess this is the results of that. Celebrating to see this 2020. I tell you, boy, it's an exclusive. It was an exclusive event for myself. Yes, it was. Very exclusive event for myself. Truly enjoyed the peace and the harmony of being alive and arising to this new beginning of this decade. Because it is a new decade. And this is the time, folks, to really, really exercise what you've been practicing. If you're in this walk of metaphysics, if you're indigenous people, I think I'm saying it right, that conscious mind music, what have you, this is the way we can get the message out, the word out through these paths. So with all that, keep in mind that, you gotta constantly, what you saw me doing, this is a routine, like I said last week. You got to keep it going every day, because universe can quickly forget. That's why it's an everyday practice, because there's so much stuff. You're not the only one that's putting stuff out in the universe. Just like the millions of people that exist on this country, of this U.S. of A. There's trillions of us that's practicing the same thing, that's putting their affirmations for the manifestations out there. So that's why you have to do it every day, because the universe is catching so much, like the Matrix. Remember how all those numbers was in the movie The Matrix? That's how people are coding in their affirmations. So it's a lot for the universe to gather. That's why you got to keep yours strong and keep it potent and doing it every day. Putting life and energy into those affirmations every day. And this is the new beginning of my new Word of the Street segment. I wanted to start it out on a spiritual note, doing it different this year. So that's why I broke into talking to you guys about your meditations and manifestations and your affirmations. Are very important at these times that we're in now. And it has to take a steady practice of what, of all the things that your heart desires. This is the time that the universe will release those things that you truly desire, that you truly want. This is the time. And if you've been putting in the work, you're going to see it comes to life.
Let me say this on there while you still talking. I ain't gonna cut you off.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was doing writing down some one of my manifestations when I want to come, take place. And while I'm writing it, right, the damn phone ring of what I was writing for the transaction to take place.
Get out.
I was like, wow, you know what I mean?
See, and I didn't even know that. I haven't talked to my brother-in-law since probably earlier this week, and see how we got on the same kicks today, our black and white kicks.
Oh, okay.
Representing the power of the hours. So you know what I'm saying? It's all about the black and white. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see the 2GO logo behind me. These T-shirts are available. So if you're interested, before we put in an order, we want to take names and take orders. So please call 240-389-3397 if you're interested, or 240-604-5374 to get your own blessed 2GO next level high frequency to go T-shirt. So these are available, and as you can see, we have our own design of our own symbol, which means something to our podcast here. And like I said, these T-shirts are available, and you can contact myself or Brother-in-law if you're interested in the 2GO T-shirts. They are available, like I said. So we have them in extra large, 2X, and 3X. So those are the sizes. So just give us a call, get in contact with us on our entity pages if you're interested in a T-shirt. We have the 2GO Instagram page. We also have the 2GO Facebook page. So if you're interested, just contact Brother-in-law or Lady of 2GO if you're interested in our T-shirts, and we'll give you the further information on the details of the cost and how you can pick it up and order and all that. So with that being said, also, pardon my voice. Like I said, I've been really getting in, trying to just heighten the energy of my life period of this new beginning of this new decade. So with that being said, I'm passing this message on to you guys that are taking this walk and have been doing the work. I'm telling you folks, it's the time. You just heard brother said he was putting an affirmation for something that he wanted to take in transition. And while he was doing that in his meditation, it came through. Right? Phone ring. Yeah. Universe delivered. So that's what I'm telling you guys. You have to keep it up every day, because so many people, are not just you, are sowing in their affirmations. So, and the universe is busy. Like I said, the matrix. Just imagine all those affirmations out there and trying to get coded into the universe. Yours is not the only one. So that's why you have to strengthen it. So that's why you have to make sure you always, sow into your meditations along with burning your sage. All these implements help you have clear mind and clear thoughts, as well as while you're doing this, another encouraging thing I advise, because it helps me. I don't know if you ever heard, you've seen it in church. Those of you that go to church, you've seen how the pastor have his picture of clear water. Clear water goes along with preaching, meditating, everything. That's why you see people have water on their shows, drinking water or whatever, because water is a process. We are, 70% of water? 80% of water is our makeup. So it plays a great element. It's a flow.
And another thing you can add, like fresh lemons to your water.
Yeah.
You can add cucumbers.
you know, and they would give you different fruits and vegetables where you can just add to the water. And a lot of times you can actually set the water in a glass, a clear glass, put it in the sunlight. If that sunlight hit it, you amplifying the water, detoxing at the same time. But yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
Because
see,
once you be in that plastic, you don't know how long it been in that plastic container for one, and for two, when that heat hit that plastic, it's estrogen inside the plastic that can leak into the water. You won't even
listen to
see
the
it.
water, right?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just some of the things you can do. Like I said, I got different glasses on my dresser coinciding with the chakras. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And like I said, when we do that third Saturday, I'll be talking about that. Things you can do, incorporate when you're working on each chakra, because each chakra got to be it got to be spinning. And some of it, a lot of people, they just block. So first step is becoming aware of what it is, and you know what I'm saying, and the what it's supposed to do in your life, and you know, and once you learn that, then you can start working on it. It ain't it's gonna be something like pop just like that. Nah.
And for those that don't really understand when he's saying aware, it's not like something gonna hit you. You gotta be looking aware. No, not like that. You just gotta be aware of what you're sowing into your affirmation, because even like wording and how you say things and past and present, all those things has effect. Even the sounds, even the environment at the time that you're doing your smudging or your meditation or your affirmation, those things, that's why you have to have peace. You have to have your environment has to be connected to your work. All this has to be a connection. You know what I'm saying? Just like you have the Trinity, the Holy Spirit, the Father and the Son. You have to have all the elements. You have to have your sage. You have to have your you have to have your affirmations in order, and you also have to have burn your incense. Some people like to put fruits and stuff on their altars. It's a lot of practices that you can research that could be, you know, atoned for you, right? You know, so you just have to do the research, do the work, and get to work. So that's the part of the word of the street of my spirituality consciousness I wanted to add and change up for the 2020, for this new decade. As far as on the health thing, just basically I noticed all these diets, the keto diets, the what's the other one? It's the keto diet. There's another one that's out that a lot of people are trying to do these home remedies to. All I have to say to those, if you're going to start something, try to, you know, complete it. Yeah, you know, don't start, because when you stick with it, that's the only way you're going to get the results that you're desiring. You can't start something and then switch up. You know what I'm saying? So, like this year, when I went to the grocery store, my first grocery list for this year was that I did nothing but fruits and vegetables. I didn't put no meats. I didn't put no starches. I didn't put nothing. I did a lot of natural seasoning, like real garlic cloves. I got real sage leaves. I got real basil leaves. I got all these things, you know, because I was reading some of these seasonal things that we use to season our food, like, you know, with the sea salts and the white pepper. All those are good, but you still salt. And I'm just trying to find other avenues and ways of, you know, trying to spice, you know, season my food and using, you know, what they like that seasoned salt. That stuff has so much sodium, like the iodine salt, so much sodium. You can't cook with one type of salt and then go try to season your food with sea salt. Yeah. You still putting double salt. So, you know, all those things, like when you're cooking, don't season your food. Wait till after it's done, then season your food. And that's why I always cook like that. A lot of people say, girl, you don't put no season in your food, because I don't know what someone's condition is. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to throw all these extra spices and poisonous ingredients in there. And I don't know if they're on a special diet. I don't know if they got a high sodium intake. or low sodium intake. I don't know. They got a high sugar intake. I don't know. So I was just always to be as a courteous host. I don't cook with seasoning. If it's not natural herbs or leaves or spices, I don't use like processed seasoning.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Right.
so think about all those things when you're preparing your foods, because if you still like, a lot of people like say when you marinate your meats or whatever, because I still eat meat. Brother is a vegan here, but I still eat meat. But like people say, that when you marinate your meat, you have to rinse it off. True, you have to put salt and pepper on it, or a lot of people use rubs now on their meat. All those are processed seasonings. I usually take some clove, crunch it up, some basil, or I use Italian dressing with oil. You know,
And if you didn't know, basil is you can use that in a lot of different little
sage, yeah,
remedies.
sage,
Basil,
cummings,
But I'm just saying,
turmeric, all those natural seasonings.
Basil is a lot like different spells you can do for like rituals. that
Yes,
brings
basil is a
wealth.
very rich
Wealth.
herb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
very is
represents wealth.
basil is one of the, so research on that is a very rich herb. Research it for health reason, and research it for how it can help you build your energy up in your affirmations as well, in the metaphysics world. It has benefits in both worlds. So that's on the health part. I just touched on a little bit of the fashion with me and brother, showing you guys our t-shirts that's available for you guys. Like I said, you can hit us up on the Facebook entities that we have, which is the Instagram 2GO page or the Facebook page. And like I said, this is some old and some new. I'm just bringing in the year with, mixing some things up,
Right. Look
on
like-
a little sporty side. Trying to come differently this year, just doing some things, just experimenting, not only with eating healthier, but also just different types of.
and your life actually should be an experiment. You know what I mean?
Yes,
you
it
shouldn't
should.
just go through life. How
Routine.
can I say? Yeah, routine or black and white. You gotta,
Right.
make it interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Throw some color, throw
Yeah,
some
and you-
flair, throw
and-
some spice.
And if you like sometimes try something that don't work, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But when you try something that do work, you got that. And you can reuse that. You know what I'm saying? When people tell me stuff and they say, well, you ain't supposed to do this or you ain't this and that. I say, according to who? Who program was that you running off? You know what I'm saying?
Somebody dictated that to you, so now you're trying to dictate
Yeah,
it to me.
you know what I'm saying?
And-
Yeah, I don't agree to those terms and conditions. They give me a look or whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean? So everybody, like I say, if you get that mindset, everybody running off of somebody's program, until you learn how to meditate and go within and talk, connect to your higher self, because it ain't gonna lead you wrong. Then the things that you thought one time was solid, written in stone, not necessarily written in stone. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I learned. And
Right.
I,
Even though they say history repeats itself, but if you notice, if it does repeats itself, it's never the exact same
and
way it
it's
happened.
elevated. If you think about back in the day, in the 20s, back in the 20s, like the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, even when it comes to technology, we advance. And that advancement comes from experimentation. You know what I'm saying? And you got to keep evolving. And what's going down now is the mind. Once you start to think, the mind, when they say the mind is powerful, it is powerful because this is your key out of here and back in here.
Yes, it
You
is.
feel what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
your key. Just like all like computers and laptops and all this stuff, somebody made it with thinking, but they had to get connected in the mind how to do these things.
Correct.
And
So,
check out the work on Einstein and all them kind of people. They say they go to sleep. Like in was Thomas Edison that created the light bulb. He said he went to sleep and seen it in a dream first. He didn't know, it ain't like he just sat there and came up with that. So once he seen it in the third realm, guess what? He had ideas on how to bring it to this realm.
Right.
But we look at him and say, wow, he's just such a genius. Nah, he just was one of the ones that was gifted to see that, to bring it into this universe. And a lot of times people see stuff and just don't pay it no attention. But guess what? that thought gonna go to somebody else. These thoughts come to us for a reason. It's up to us to filter out
Through
what we gonna
the
use.
information, right?
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
your eyes and your ears are your collector of information. So, whatever you
In
allow
this realm.
in this realm,
But
right?
Your
But
third,
in the third
eye
realm,
is your connection, into,
Right.
the
into
third
your,
realm.
what is called your apostle plane,
Yeah,
yeah,
astral plane.
astral plane. I'm saying
And
apostle.
and then when you close your eyes, your imagination, and imagination is a good thing because when you imagine it, you actually doing it in that realm. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not in 3D. So we preaching the same, like we might be preaching the same thing, but everybody don't watch every show and every clip. So we go back and we you know what I'm saying?
Recap.
And it can reach you.
Exactly.
To where you
So,
at in your life.
and with that being said, on that part of the word on the street, also we're gonna get into the community. Like we said, we're integrating everything because that's what 2GO is gonna be about, more of integrating the community and conscious minds. Yes, integrating the communities and the conscious minds.
It was how I said it last week. It was connecting.
Okay, that's
We
it.
said music or spirituality, music, and community.
Yeah, okay.
Connecting those three.
Okay, yes, that's why.
We are the bridge. We're gonna be that bridge. Connected three, because we are people of spirit. We spiritual beings. We love music. Can't picture this life without music.
Allowed it, right.
And it's all about the community.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's what we're going to be a lot on. Also, I just put a bid in, and I planted a seed, and I'll be giving you guys the more details on that. Brother, I haven't had a chance to share it with brother yet, but I will talk to him about this new seed that I just planted today. It's big. It's real big. And
That's how we do it.
that's how you don't. That's why you don't ever sit on some things that come to you in your process of. You may like brother said. You may think something is meant for you to take a right, but sometimes fate and the universe will come at you and say, "I think you better look at the left turn. This go around."
Or they might do things that make you take that left turn when you wouldn't normally take it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
So this is like one of those things. So, and it's huge, and I can't wait to share with them. It's just been plucked. I mean, the seed has just been planted. The egg has just been fertilized. So you guys will be updated in what we'll be doing, and it's all based about the community. Everything we were just talking about. So that's one of the things that's going to be in this big new package that I got to discuss with my brother that we'll be bringing to you. I'm so sorry, guys, about my voice, but bear with me. But this is what we'll be bringing to you in the next 2020. We're bringing you a lot of new things that we're going to be integrating into this show, which will be a podcast, because it's not a talk show, it's not a radio show, it's a podcast. So, yep. So with that being said, that seals it. That's 9.
Yeah.
Completion.
Yeah.
So that sealed this new big deal. So that just gave me confirmation that that's the water. It just went on the seed that I just
Yeah,
planted.
that's why I say when you speaking things and you learn about numerology and different things and you look up, you see a certain number, boom, that's what it is. It's confirmation. So we just have to actually do whatever it is you're trying to do. You seen it when you said it at that particular time, but that don't mean you sit back and do nothing.
Right. You
You
got to
gotta
push
pursue
it.
and
Make
yeah,
it work.
Yeah. and
Put the
it's gonna
plan
come to
together.
pass. Yeah.
Right. You got to put the plan. You got to get all the pieces.
Yeah.
All the tools you need.
Yeah.
And then structure it and then set it up and plan it. And everything will come to you that you need. Once the universe gave you confirmation like that,
Yeah.
it's agreeing. So that means that everything is going to come to
And
us.
this is our year. I know people here. I'm saying, he's saying, the 2020. This is our year. It's because you got to just sit back. You just got to look. Cause I say I don't watch the news, but people bring me the news, right? And when you think about what's going on in this world, right? And then you think about, I know my children got some friends that's been sent in this war thing, right? Going over, and they probably had to stay over there for a year to 15 months or something, whatever. But they didn't even plan on that. They had their own life plan for 2020 and their plans. Now, because this happened, they can't tell them no because they already in the.
But already initiated the
boom,
agreement.
they
right.
over there. So the thing what I'm trying to say is, they on to what they doing and what they plan is. We got to be on to what we doing and what our plans is, and we can actually learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I was doing that affirmation, and before I can even finish writing the whole thing out, I got the phone call, right? I was like, wow, that's the first time. Usually, it might all depend on what I'm trying to bring into this realm. It might take longer, or it might like a week or two.
Might be right there, like you said.
Yeah, but boom, I was like, I was not blown, but I was like, yes, you know what I'm saying? So that also make me realize I gotta watch what I'm thinking too. You know what I'm saying?
It's strong.
Yeah.
You can,
and so what I'm saying is, to this thing and this war and all this stuff they talk about going on or whatever, you don't have to be a part of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you on your path and doing what you're supposed to do, the universe gonna make sure you where you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, and gonna look out for you. Cause just like we say, this is not physical, it's spiritual. Just like they got their thing going on, the universe gonna use people like us to have our thing going on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's why I said this is an avenue that is used to get these messages, this knowledge, and this information out to people. And a lot of people now are turning to podcasts, are becoming real big.
Yeah.
Now they got podcasts as part of the awards ceremony now.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because people that been like digging, people that been really like digging into this entity of this part of the media is getting noticed now. Because you started out with the TMZ, and you started out with Ricky Smiley, the Dish.
Yeah. They even like what's her name? Jada Pinkett, man. They got it.
The Red Table.
Yeah. So like I said, but the good thing is, okay, just like they got they numbers because they stars, right? When you in this community, that really don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got to be our own stars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
we got to be our own stars because, like I said, they're coming big in their world. We got to make it bigger in our world.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to support each other and get things going. And that's why I'm so glad that 333 came up when I was telling brother about the seed that I planted, because that was confirmation, and it was on the community of the word on the street of what we were talking about. And you heard him say the name of our mission is connecting spirituality, music and the community. So that's our plan. That's our blueprint. So like I said, things gonna come for us to make that manifest. So with that being said, don't sleep on your manifestations and your smudging, because the universe will deliver. All you got to do is ask. It will deliver. So on that, I guess we can get to I didn't get into it when we first started because we was doing some other stuff when we first started the show at the top of the hour. But you know how we normally give a recap on what's been going on. Myself, like I said, still leveling up, working on credit issues, just trying to make my matrix that the world see, the parts of the world that I need to see it, like my credit, all these things out there in the world they're looking at. The credit, what else I want to say? Just being a better person yourself, like taking care of yourself. All these things are looking at. People think when you go through something, like they can look at you and say, well, damn, 2019 was a hell of a year for me. Whoop my ass. I hear a lot of people say, whoop my ass. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that because it didn't whoop my ass. I'm a conqueror.
And then you
I
can
whooped
look at
2019 ass.
But then,
that's what this face is.
And
I
then-
whooped 2019. What? Come
Yeah.
on, 2020. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm saying you can't let other people's negative vibes and energy play in your plan or your blueprint, because it would damper it. It would melt it down back to nothing, like you never even thought of a process beginning for yourself. So, like I said, that's what I've been doing. I've been manifestation in myself, my knowledge, my research, my spirit, my home, things that I want within this year to come to reality, come to this world, like a better home and a better environment, my better jobs, just better opportunities, period, to take 2GO to that next level. Everything that I've been just manifesting and working on, I've been just constantly doing that at a non-stop. I won't stop. Will not stop. This voice not even gonna stop. See, that's the enemy. They're gonna break me down where I was gonna come in and do my show. Please. It's gonna take more than some
Oh, that
horsemen.
just happened?
Yeah, it just happened last night.
Oh, wow.
Just happened last night.
Drink
See,
some
like I'm
water,
saying,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing is drinking water with ginger in it. Raw ginger, yeah. So, and nothing's gonna stop me. As all like I said, I whipped 2019's ass, and I wish 2020 would. I wish 2020 would, because I'm stronger, I'm a conqueror, and I'm better. I'm equipped mentally and physically. You see, I got my the last new knee procedure done in 2019. I'm almost a damn near bionic woman. I wish 2020 would bring me some nonsense, negativity. I'm ready for it. So bring it. I'm going to got something for you. But with that being said, I'm calling what I want. Like I said, 2GO is going to go to the next level. And anybody that's attached, anybody that has ever supported us, anybody that has ever been to even one of our events that we have beyond this station, even the events that we were included on from Win DC, Go-Go Radio, all those things played a purpose. It's going to be a bigger picture in 2020. I already seen it. I already feel it. And it's like, as it is written, it's going to be done.
Absolutely.
And that's all I want to say on that. As far as how I've been leveling up and what I've been doing in these last changeable days, going from one decade to another. So, and it's exciting. Just like I had in my voice, that's how I was doing my affirmations. So, I guess the universe said, oh, you want to put it in hard like that? Okay, I'm going to see if I can slow you down by making you hoarse. Psych. You the fool, boo-boo. I'm here. Showtime. So, brother, what's been going on with you?
What's been going on with me? Same thing, music, writing. As it was in practice yesterday, we got a show. When I say we, I'm talking about Positive Vibe Band. This Valentine's Day. We just rehearsing, getting that together.
And what's the other band that's on that ticket?
I don't know if I'm putting them on that ticket yet.
Okay.
But I'm actually playing with High Elevation, and some people wanted me to come in and work with them with Positive Vibe. They was on the show last year around this time.
Yeah, they were at the community event. That was the band that was at the community event we did over in Ivor City.
Yeah.
They also been here several times. I think now they got new members and
Yeah, so only two original members is the lead rapper and the keyboard player.
Mhm.
So everything else is new and it sounded good. So we the first show is going to be Valentine's Day. They were talking about doing a show before that, like a tune-up show, but we'll see. So, because we actually, doing like one new tune. We doing like right now, like pocket beats over R&B, but I got like a song I did a while back, and we gonna do that one, and we just gonna flow with that for right now. Then, far as Spirit told me that I'm rich. When I say I'm rich, meaning that if you can manifest in your life anything you want, right? You rich. That rich, being rich with money, right? People will get it something more faster probably because they got the money right there, but they end up getting tired of it quick, or
They
might
take it
do
for
some
granted
stuff
because
in
they
their
can get it
life.
so
Yeah.
easily.
But when you actually take the time to manifest it, you appreciate it more. And then so if you leveling up in your journey and you can manifest anything you want in your life, you rich. You know what I'm saying? When you can speak something, you know. I actually spoke some things and people come giving me stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they want to give me stuff. You know, and I'd be like, I paused for a minute, but I was like, nah, that was one of my manifested things.
Right.
People, they love giving me stuff for whatever reason.
Right.
So they give me money, different things, right? And so when they be doing it now, I know that was something I wrote back then, and it's coming into place now. So that's what they're supposed to do. You know, that's what it is. So you can be just like that. You know,
Yep,
whatever
you
want.
see what it is.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and the good thing is, what make a person rich not having like a lot of things is having few wants. Like my wife was going to the store and she said, "You want anything from the store?" And I was thinking. I was like, "Nah, I'm good." But it was a time I wasn't ever good. I always wanted something. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta see where you at in your life. You know what I'm saying? And just work on it. You just gotta work on it. Once you start to work, knowledge gonna come, and you just apply, and it's gonna be all good. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're not gonna have no bad days, but what I'm saying is a lot of times when you think, like when you said earlier, some people say life kick their butt or kick their ass. Really, life, when you think life kicking your ass, life is teaching you a lesson.
Hey,
You just gotta look at it and say, why is this? You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta learn from that lesson. Because if you don't, guess what?
you're going to repeat it. Like a broken record and a rerun on regular TV.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm gonna tell you this other thing Spirit told me too. If you sitting there and you meet somebody, right? And they got a problem with somebody, or they going through something, and they called you up just to tell you about that person, or they got that person, guess what? If you befriend that person, you gonna become their problem, because that's the spirit in that person. That's how they live their life. They always got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want, that's why if you see that person and they like laid back and they mild, you know what I'm saying? They chilling and y'all got that good vibe. Guess what? That person gonna have that with you, because that's
the type of what they carry.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You very rarely meet a person. When you meet a person, a lot of times, the fake people, they always got a front, right? And then they got to work on keeping that front up. But soon, it ain't gonna take long. You gonna be able to, if you conscious, you gonna see through it. So it's up to you, right? Because when I say contracts, once you start signing contracts, or you can have like verbal contracts, meaning if you know this person ain't right for whatever reason, what they doing, right? And they say, well, look, I'm gonna come, we gonna go to such such. You say, okay, yeah, I'm going, we can do that. That's a contract right now.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oral agreement.
So now, if you don't own up to that contract, right, it could be some repercussions behind it. So you can say, nah, I got something planned, because you here to enjoy your life and always look at, and ain't being selfish.
You got to do what makes
this
you
person
happy.
How this person gonna benefit me, gonna add to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Kim been doing this going on like 2 years now, and we add to each other in different ways. So if you got a relationship going on with somebody, and they not adding to you, but you always adding on to them, they vampires. They sucking your energy,
Yes.
your money, your time,
Your visions, all that.
Yeah, so you just gotta. You should have been doing it, but if you ain't been doing it, evaluate the people in your life and the relationships, and then it is what it is. Just put yourself first, because once you good, you can help somebody else. And if
Exactly.
you ain't good,
You can't help nobody.
Yeah.
Help nobody. But you know what I'm saying? That was some That was some knowledge, brother Lord just dropped on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. But see,
Okay.
that's the spirit told me. When I be kicking stuff, it come to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I be like, yeah, that makes sense. And just like I said, when you connect it to your higher self, you can just be walking down the street and doing something that can hit you. Boom. You be like, damn. Let me say this into my phone so I won't forget, or I can speak on it later on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, and that's all playing a role, being conscious at all times of all things. Even in your everyday life, you have to be conscious. Not only being conscious and being conscious minded, you just have to be conscious, period. Like, sometimes we come here every Saturday, right? I don't come here the every same way every Saturday. You know, it may be 2 Saturdays out the month, I may take the same route coming here. And 2 Saturdays, I'll take a different route coming here. Vice versa is going home. I won't take the same route going home on those same 2 Saturdays. I do it the same thing. So just being conscious. That way people can't pinpoint you. People can't like, oh, damn, I know how she roll.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I know how to catch her. You're supposed to always have your game so tight that nobody can pinpoint nothing. Just like I heard somebody else say the other day, why these punks out here playing checkers? Your ass better be playing and studying chess. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody always trying to get a move ahead of your own moves, and they don't even know your moves. And that's fucked up. That's real crazy out here. People trying to get ahead of you, and they don't even know what you all about.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's how life is, man. You know, and that's where that old saying come from: only strong survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
that's true in the jungle too, in the wildlife.
And what's meant for you is meant for you. So if something come to you, and you ain't got to share it with nobody else, hold it within, build it up, and then when the world is ready for it, when the universe is ready for you to release it, it's a timing and everything. You know what I'm saying? It'll be released in its own time and fashion. So don't let people be dream killers or vision vultures because they're out here.
And the other thing is, when you were saying, you know, what I was up to. So that was the 2 band situation. And then we doing some conscious music. Me and Kim been talking about it. But she got the tracks now.
And I'm working on it. I'm putting my work in.
Yeah, so once it get done, you'll be hearing it because we'll be playing it on this show. You know what I'm saying? And it's 2020. Like I said, we got everything. We just got to put the time in and do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, see that we planning, brother. We gonna manifest, and we gonna see. We just need to wait for the universe to sprinkle that water, that growth water, and
It's like got to be like 85. That's why she fanning. I got the fan on over there, and I don't. You know, they got the heat.
in the
one
whole
time it was
mall,
cold.
yeah, it's hot. In the whole mall. When I walked through the doors outside the office building part,
But actually, you
It
know,
was
it was like 65 degrees the other day.
and it was hot
in
today
December.
too.
Yeah, so
It is January, the first week, and we in spring weather.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What
So,
they doing? What they doing?
Yeah.
They doing something. They
And
ain't
you
got
know,
no
did
business.
you know the sun got a patent? Somebody got a patent on the sun. That's a trip. I found out a couple of things. Yeah, so everything what you think is might not be what you really think it is. So I don't know. That's a whole nother show for another time. After I do
That's
some
that
more research.
third Saturday.
Because I actually thought about this too. I was younger. I was laying on the ground one day looking up at the sky. And I'm like, if I'm in D.C. looking up at the sky, right? And you got the sun right there, or the moon right there. How in the hell somebody way on the other side can be looking at
The same
sun?
thing.
You understand what I'm saying? And then another question was, when the sun set, it goes, you see it over there setting, then it just like just disappeared. Where it go at? You know, some people say, you know, the world, but there's some shit I ain't right about that. And then every morning, you know, it just is questions that come to me. You know, I already know when the sun rises, you know, especially when you got your house.
I just
rising
always,
in
I
the
just
east,
always,
setting west, right?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I would just question things for whatever reason.
I just always put it to the makeup, the way how God had did the way how the universe was made. You know, if it's light here, it got to be dark somewhere else. You know, and when it's dark somewhere else, it's light here. And I just think that's just how, like you said, the pattern of how it's patterned. Like, you know, it's warm in the East Coast. It's warm in the East Coast.
Yeah.
They got 70, 100-degree weather in California,
But
Florida.
if the world's spinning, right? If the world's spinning, how it's gonna be warm somewhere all year? If it's spinning,
I see you.
you understand what I'm saying? Over there was warm at, it should get cold sometime, but it don't. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, shit coming to light now, and even if some people say the world round, world flat, only way you can really see if you're going astro and you can travel that way. But there's a whole lot of shit that's been coming to me that I be like thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
So to get the knowledge and the 411 on his research he's talking about now, you have to tune in on that third Saturday, which is Knowledge Saturday. That's what we call this, the third Saturday of every month now throughout this year. Every third Saturday will be Knowledge, Conscious Mind Knowledge Saturday, every third Saturday on that 3. So with that being said, we're going to play a little bit of music and give our guests some time to arrive, find out what's going on with that. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
I got a lesson that I wanna teach. I'ma show you that where you're from, no matter the need. She like como stop, say konnichiwa. She said pardon my French, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more. She like como stop, say konnichiwa. She said pardon my French, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more. Yeah, yeah. Hola, 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 yeah. African American for sure. I told a girl come and ride the rodeo. Every time she come around, yeah, I go for broke and give me that top till I overload. Now baby, we gon' go where you're supposed to go, 'cause I ain't got time for you every day. She said she got a man, keep me on the low. I say he don't speak English, the fuck he gon' say? See, he keep telling me this and telling me that. And say what you take me with you, I'll never go back. Well, I got a lesson that I wanna teach. I'll show you that where you're from, no matter to me. She like on couple times, she said konnichiwa. She said pardon my French, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more. She like on couple times, she said konnichiwa. She said pardon my French, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more.
See my man Sean down and got the building. How you feel, Sean? Looking for my man talking, my man Short Dog. I know they didn't let you come out by yourself.
Hey Queen,
Look at y'all, my girl Nini's already warmed up. Already ready to roll, huh? Hey Serene, how you doing, babe?
hey Mimi, hold on, shit, hold on.
Miss Chanel gave me a long list, y'all.
Isha,
Sweet Chanel's in the building, y'all. Miss Tanya's in the building, huh?
yeah,
Sweet Nanny's in the building, y'all.
yeah,
Jasmine, she's in the building, yeah.
yeah,
Miss Edie is in the building, huh?
yeah.
Miss Melissa's in the building, y'all. Let's try some.
African American for sure. I told a girl come around the rodeo. Every time she come around, yeah, she go pro. And give it that shot till she overload. Now baby, we gon' go where you're supposed to go.
Come on.
Like I ain't got time for you every day. She said she gotta make me on the low. I said you don't speak English, so what you gon' say? You keep telling me this and telling me that. You say what you take me with you, I'll never go back. Well, I gotta listen that I wanna teach. I'ma show you that where you're from, don't matter to me. She like culo como estás, dice konnichiwa. She said pardon my friend, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more. She like culo como estás, dice konnichiwa. She said pardon my friend, I said bonjour madame. And she said sabote, and I said abole. No matter where I go, she know I love her more.
Whoa! Yeah! Trying to get this thing warmed up, y'all, for all the choices in the building. Miss Lowe, where you been, baby? Sweet Crystal's in the building now. Let's try it out.
I got a feeling that you might be. Do I tell you all? You can tell me if I'm wrong. Girl, I think it might be. Look, she don't need smoke. She swear I got that dope. She never when we fucking there. Hey, hot sex is the best sex. When I get some stress, she just wanna get high, baby. Get high, baby. Believe you rolling, I might be. You the shit, you the sugar, honey, icy. What I got a hit for, you know I'm a nympho. On my mind silence, you know what I'm here for, baby. Ride through the city, yeah. I take you to the crib, have one hell of a night. It's ironic cause we on cloud. Girl, make up your mind, it's your mind and your mind. Bring me what I'm sipping, she got Henny in the cup. She break down them trees, I'm rolling it up. Body like J-Lo after she had enough. She caught contact, now she tryna what? Feeling that you might be. Hey, do I tell you all? You can tell me if I'm wrong. Girl, I think it might be. Look, see, she don't need smoke, she swear I got that dope. She love it when we fucking. Yeah, hot sex is the best sex. Never she stressed, she just wanna get high, baby. Get high, babe. Okay, she told me she ain't never been high.
I see you, Monica.
Baby, this tree lit. Me take you on a trip. Just don't blow my. But you know what you can blow. You teach you how to roll. So you can face wanna get high. Now that girl hungry, she the way they got the munchies. I just want some here to get high. Is that too much to ask? Let me pour you up a glass so you can get drunk and get slide them panties to the side. Now she wanna ride to on top, then she said it's too high. Hey, just take it slow. Let me take it slow. What? Just take it slow. Let me take it slow.
Yeah!
Just take it slow.
Stay right
Let me
there,
take
big
it slow. What?
My man Red, hey Reg, look at y'all. I know my man Reg went straight to the bar when he walked in the door, y'all. I know my man Mo Kip went straight to the bar when he walked in the door. I got your dynamite, hold what you got now. Let's try it on. Yeah!
When these you rollin', I might be. You the shit, you the sugar, honey, iced tea. But I got a info, you know I'm an info. When I'm on silence, you know what I'm here for. Yeah. Ride through the city, yeah. They take you on the grid, and one hell of a night. It's ironic cause we don't fly. Girl, make up your mind, it's your mind in your mind. Baby, when I'm sipping, she got Henny in the cup. She been down them trees, I'm rolling it up. Body like J-Lo after she had enough. She could contact, now she tryna what? Feeling that she might be. Hey, do I turn you on? You can tell me if I'm wrong. Girl, I think you might be. Look, she don't need smoke, but she swear I got that dope. She love it when we're fucking in her. Hey, hot sex is the best sex. Whenever she's stressed, she just wanna get high, baby. Get high.
All right, Zach. Let's get into it, y'all. R.E. Angie just stepped in the building, y'all. Yeah. I guess on behalf of the whole Salon Couture.
Ashley.
Tell Carol we gotta make sure she comes to our little Christmas get together. How you feel, cowboy? Miss Tiffany as in Miss Barbie doll, y'all. Slick Rick is in the house, huh? Big Rez, what you doing, girl? Sing something, Kesey.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of the feet. When your lips still remember the taste of love, will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? 'Cause darling, I still be loving you till we're 17. Baby, my heart's a falling heart at 23. 'Cause I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's the touch of my hand. With me, I fall in love with you every summer gonna remember. And the crowd don't remember my name. When my hands on the same way, I know you will say love me the same. 'Cause it's only the old will never grow old, it's evergreen. Maybe your smile forever read my mind and memory. 'Cause I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's all part of the plan, but I just keep on making mistakes, hoping that you understand. We are sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar, since you got to be. I love you. Sing it. I said there's nothing wrong with me loving you, baby. Oh no, and giving yourself to me could never be wrong. No. If your love is true, oh baby. Ooh. Don't you see how wonderful life can be? Baby, hey. I ain't tryna do nothing little freaky, baby, so get along with me. Now, baby, hey, yeah. I ain't tryna see if they bustin' over. No, I ain't tryna push you, baby. Listen, I said, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Stop beating around the bush. Oh, I wanna get it on. Hey, I need to get it on. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, baby. Hey, hey, let your love come out. Don't you believe in love? Wanna get it on. I need to get it on. Let your love come out. They gon' go biggie, jam it up. Hold it. Never heard a party like this in a long time. Party with your Angie. Okay. Also good to see my main man Fleming in the building, y'all. My man Tay, a 6th Street from around the way. From around the way. Keisha, get it on, let's get it on. Get it on, let's get it on. Tiffany, get it on, let's get it on. I say what? Get it on, let's get it on. I wanna get it on. Bitch, where? I need to get it on. Don't you believe in love? I wanna get it on. Hold it. Ashley. Yeah. Shit, goddamn, motherfucker.
And Tony, he might walk in, have like transportation issues, but he say he's getting here, and hopefully he'll get here before this 45 minutes up. You know, we do 2 sets, so he was gonna try to make the first set, but if not, we can always reschedule. But that's what's happening.
Yep. So with that being said, coming back, I like the ending of that song. Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, 2GO, we're gonna go 2020 like we never done before. So, I'm just so illuminated and enlightened in such a way of all the new things that's in store for us this year. I mean, it got my blood like on a constant high, you know, like I'm flying in the spirits, flying in the frequency, I'm flying in the flow. With that being said, just to talk about some things that are coming up, and you guys really need to get your mind frames together. You've been noticing all the political candidates that are gearing up for this new election. And what I want to say on that, I'm not a politics person, but our votes do count, you know. So, you know, just get it in your mind that even if you don't feel like it don't matter, or, you know, you're nobody to this political system, don't ever put yourself in that characteristic, because you are important. You do matter, and you do play a role in this voting system when it comes to these new laws and legislations that they're trying to pass. Your vote do count. So please, if you are a political participant, please research your candidates, your city councilmen, all those people that play a role in our community, that have a say-so how the money is given to our community. Please pay attention to who you put or vote for, because your vote do count. As far as in the community, politicians, elections, you know, that really hit home to us. You know, not talking about the presidential, I'm talking about the community one. So really research these candidates, these local candidates that live in your neighborhoods, and trying to make these rules for your neighborhoods of how you and your family can go forth. So just take heed to that. Make sure you really educating yourself and your children, because these are the people that are going to be making decisions for your community, for your life. So just take thought to that. I'm not a politician. I don't care. I really don't care for any of them, but they got a job to do. And if our votes in the community helps them keep these jobs, then it's our votes to help them get rid of them, but they're not doing their jobs. That's all I wanted to say.
I just seen on news, there's somebody going to jail. It was somebody, it was a political figure. And what they was, one stole, like, her daughter used the money for the community. It was $35,000, and I think the mother is the one that actually was one of the candidates. And she spent like $20,000. They was buying like little crazy stuff, hair products, and you understand what I'm saying? But the mother gonna get up to 6 months, but the daughter can get up to like 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, you know, people go out there and vote for these people. They take stuff lightly. You know what I'm saying? So,
They use the campaign money. I think I saw some of that.
On the news,
Yeah, somebody
yesterday,
took the
riding in
campaign
truck.
money and didn't do good with it. Started investing to their personal life and their own advantages. But with that being said, since we're on current events, I just want to bring a notion of karma about this particular story that's circling all the media news, and I haven't seen it on primetime news yet. But the young man Nicholas, that has something to do with Bobby Christina's, Whitney Houston's daughter, he just died of an overdose 2 days ago.
Oh, you talking about the boyfriend?
Yeah, Nicholas.
I
Yeah.
seen something posted on social media about it, but I ain't read it. He dead now, huh? Wow.
over a drug overdose.
Yeah, but
The same drugs they found in Bobby Christina, the same drugs they found in Whitney. He died over the same drugs.
People just don't even realize what's going on.
That's what I'm saying, karma. You know, that's why you can't put evil and do evil out here. Because it will find a way back to your ass, trust me, when you least expect it. And see, he thought he done killed these two women or had something involved with giving them these drugs, providing these drugs for these women, and now these same drugs took him out here. So, there you go have it, just to show you how karma can come back and bite you. So you gotta be careful what you put out here, what you do to people, what you say to people, how you treat people, because it comes back. It comes back. And it's how you can control how it comes back. That's why it's good to put positive and do good out so positive and good can come back. I think I need to probably try to slow down on this talking because it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
I should have ran and got some water.
I just finished a little bit, but we're like on Nico got something in room temperature.
Oh, you got some?
His room temperature, I think. Thank you, brother. But with that being said, and the energy and the frequency is so strong now. That's why brother was telling you, you have to be really careful what you put out there when you're doing your affirmations and your meditations, because the universe will deliver. It will deliver. So be careful. What else we wanted to bring to the light is that music. Like you said, we are going to be working on some music. We are working on some music. And
cup on that thing right there. If you want to use that cup, I can use that.
okay,
That one on it.
it's only one.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll be all right if I don't try to be too loud. If try to do a little soft, it'll pass. But with that being said, like I said, you have to just keep on going. Don't let nothing get in your way. Don't let nothing stop you, because what God has for you is for you. And on another current event mode, something else has came up that I wanted to talk about. They was talking about how big, how fast these celebrity kids are growing, because just last year, Blue Ivy, before Jay-Z and Beyonce had the kids, it just showed a picture of Blue Ivy, and she looked like a damn 18-year-old. Even though she's only 15, she looks 18 now, and the twins are like 5 or 7. I'm like, wow.
They always seem like they grow up fast on TV anyway. You know what I'm saying? When I say TV, I mean we only see them on screens.
Right.
You know, whenever you see a person on TV, phone, and you never really see them in person, you don't really even know if that person exists. I'll be honest with you. I ain't never in my life see a president. You know what I'm saying? In real life. I always seen them on screens. Not saying they don't exist, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, you know, when I told you earlier about I always had these like questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm cut from a different cloth. So.
Yep. Yeah. Because it is conspiracy going on.
No, even when you know about, when you find out about cloning and all this other kind of stuff, and you know
That's what I'm saying. It does
there,
exist. Conspiracies is out there.
We're seeing a lot of new
Conspirers.
species. We're seeing a lot of new species on the internet that wasn't out before, you know. And I seen one that said this man, he discovered this butterfly in his backyard, and the lady had this other bud. The bud was so beautiful. It was like somebody
From out of this world.
Yeah, you know how somebody, an artist, draw something real pretty. Like what you call them birds with the long thing, peacocks. But this was a bug, man. Looked like a praying mantis. I told you about that. But the wings, man, had a pretty design on it, and I was like, nah, that's fake. And then the dog just flew away. You know what I'm saying? So when you start seeing all this new stuff, that we live. This planet's supposed to be here for so many years. Why all of a sudden this new stuff coming up? You know what I'm saying? This Cindy Hall had a show back in the day. He used to say things that make you go,
Like the volcanoes erupting over there. Got all these people leaving their homes, evacuating their homes.
Yeah.
Like the fires over in Australia. Australia is a moist continent.
And they said 500 million animals, not million.
Half a
500
billion.
animals was killed in that. You know, they had the rainforest was on fire for months.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I say 500 million. Man,
But
they messing
Australia
this
is a
earth.
moist
They messing this planet.
I don't understand it. Why? How can a moist place like that have such a high, desert-like fire effect? You know how it can be so drought where
It's
that.
a rainforest. So what that tell you is somebody must have set that fire.
Me and my son said the same. How can a damn rainforest catch fire? Do you hear what I'm saying? Rainforests catch fire.
And been burning for a minute. And
For
but it
months.
ain't making the news like that. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
up until these animals, koala bears start coming
They
out.
said 500 million. So it seems like somebody doing something to try to
Allegedly,
allegedly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, co-conspiracy around here, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
but like I said, the stuff that's going on, these current events, that's what sometimes, a lot of times, majority of the times, I don't even look at them, you know, because it just, some of the stuff just don't make sense. You know, like they were saying, one good thing I did catch when I was catching the current events on the news was I caught the Obama movie list, and I caught they gave out Obama's music list,
Okay.
and he had Wale on there.
Oh, for real?
He had Wale.
Okay.
He had Lizzo. He had Red Essence.
Who, Obama?
I was like, go ahead, Obama. We done turned that Chicago boy
Yeah,
to
that's
DC. Yeah, but like I said, it's just, you know, those TV news medias, it's just so hard to believe and hear these stories. And then they were going back onto the black chick that married the prince. You know, they pulled out all her kinfolks now.
Oh, yeah.
Megan, yeah, the girl that married the prince.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, she's black. So
I
now
know
they
about
pulling
that.
out all her shit. So that's another
You had to
fad.
get that melanin up in the family, in that bloodline.
But it's like history repeat itself.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but history repeat itself because it was a black queen long time ago.
Yeah, back in, I remember, they do that every so often.
Right.
And then, like I say, it's always
They gotta have a blend. They gotta have that Kool-Aid blend. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kool-Aid.
melanin, man. You know?
Yeah, they gotta have that mix. But yeah. So you know, like I said, don't get caught up into this news media because it is made up from somewhere, from some source. And if you really want to know the truth for some of these things I was just talking about, you can research them and find out the truth. I'm just going off, and like, I don't like to give it too much energy. The RK thing, now they're doing a part 2.
So what?
The RK, man. The RK.
Like,
I don't want to say his name.
oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now they got a second part to that nonsense. It's not surviving. It's called now, I guess, the after effects.
See,
Yeah.
the after effects in jail. Bill Cosby in jail, right? I seen the thing, since you talking like you say, they were saying Oprah was going after, what's his name, Russell Simmons. See, I don't know, I guess this is for the part of the show where...
That's what I'm saying,
That's why
current
I do
events.
them current events.
Yeah, current events.
I let that be your segment.
No, I'm just doing it for now while we wait for a guest.
Yeah.
But with that was being said, you know, like I said, a lot of stuff, like I said, research it, figure it out, find it out, and go from there. But on another note, this thing with these kids with these new iPads and iPhones, I'm not really feeling it. I think a certain age they should have this stuff. You know, I think if it's anything under 10, it's a waste of money. Because I have some friends just recently purchased Apple iPhone, iPads, devices for their children this past holiday. Chargers broken, screens cracked, some pieces to it missing, headphones broke. I mean, this was just last week.
Well, that's on them, man. I'm looking at it like all this stuff is a host to get you to spend energy.
But
I'm
they
just
so
comparing
pissed off.
energy to money.
My friends are so pissed off now because they don't purchase these things.
But they the one did it.
Right.
So who they? I hope they ain't mad at the kid.
You should hear some of the comments I'm getting.
But I can believe it. But
Right.
when you sit back and you just look at.
But you
that
did it to
stuff,
yourself, and that's what I'm saying. Catch 22, you did it to yourself. Why would you go spend that much money on a 9-year-old on an Apple iPad when you know he's not really fundamentally, mentally ready to operate it to that device to its full extent?
We just talked about earlier, you gotta earn stuff, you know, and then you appreciate it more. But when you go out there and you just get it, basically, even with kids, it's even worse with kids because if you just keep giving them and giving them and giving them because you want to be able to boast to your friends that my kid got this, and you spoiling them kids, and then later on when they become like teenagers and be out of control, now it ain't even really about being teenagers. Young kids be being out of control. And
Yeah.
another thing is what I've been saying since we that time, I've been seeing a lot of negative energy is people going off in these restaurants about this stupid stuff, and they taking it to the extreme. You know what I mean? And it's not normal.
You're not going to get anything resolved trying to cause a scene in a restaurant, whether it's over food, a bill, or anything.
This lady just like this went off. They got an order wrong or something, and the girl behind the cash register said something, and she actually went off. And then, you know, like you had the donuts or whatever on the counter, so she picked that thing up and slammed it down. And so the lady behind the cash register, they was like kind of nervous. I guess they were calling the police. But it was another lady sitting there looking, and I guess she just couldn't stand to see that lady going on. So she tried to make up like the thing she threw almost hit her daughter. Her daughter wasn't nowhere over there, but she just wanted to get in there. Yeah, and they did him too about it. She said, "You want some of this? Yeah, man."
See, that's what she was doing. She was opening the door up for me.
But here's the thing for me.
That's how quick negative
when
this
I
is
was
spread.
looking at that, then I flipped down the screen. Then I seen another lady out there. It's like a demonic spirit was having sex with her, and the police was like, they was right there, but they wait for the ambulance to come, and she was licking the ground. Then she turned over, and the way she was doing it is something in her mind, man. She was gone. So I said all this to say is that the internet, man, you gotta watch what you watch on this channel, because it is if you trying to, when we talking about keeping your frequency up, you can get on that jump, man, and see some stuff that will move your frequency. You know what I'm saying? And all depending on what kind of person you are. If you're a person that got a lot of vivid dreams and stuff, you carry that shit when you go to sleep, and you be dreaming about some of that stuff.
Be connecting that stuff in your
So what I say, you just gotta protect your energy, meaning like when you scrolling down, just don't even click on some of that stuff. You know, because what you pay attention to, paying attention, that's what you're gonna get. Wise, you know. So that's why I say it's hard because it's social media, and then if you tell somebody go on a 21-day fast from social media, they look at you like you crazy. You know, and probably a lot of them can't do it. I done seen people go to sleep with the phone on, the iPad, they gone. That jump still on top. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. You know, and which that is dangerous because they say some of the phones exploded while people was asleep.
and it's contents of radiation.
So that's the age we living in now. But you just start to be aware of these things and monitor your stuff. You know, because what would we doing in the 80s and actually the 90s when we ain't had all this stuff?
Exactly. Yep, we were tuning into other things.
We listening.
We was paying attention to other
and then
things.
all this, and then wasn't even a whole lot of. It got so it was like, remember we had TV, then we had cable, but it wasn't a whole lot of cable channels. Now we got so many cable channels. Now You ain't even got to look at cable. You got your podcast. You got everybody. You can tune in to somebody across in Europe somewhere and watch their life like it's a TV show.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Reality TV.
What's next?
Yep.
Shit, man, you really probably don't even want to know. God, but like you say, these things are good. It's how people use it. You know what I'm saying? You can use some of the stuff positive, and some of the stuff people is out of control. And that's what happened with the news. Like, remember how the news used to dictate, and they used to program a lot of people showing certain races of people in a different light, or not showing the truth, and then somebody be somewhere with their camera and they video that jump right there and go viral. That hurt a lot of stations because people be becoming more awake to
the
what's
media.
going on.
Right.
A lot of times people be right there and the media ain't even there. And by the time the media get there, shit ain't no need of putting a twist on it because it's already out there.
Out there. Yep.
So that's why I say it's a balance in this shit. You know what I mean? And I'm just really talking about different things. I know you horse.
I appreciate it, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, I'm trying to step back and give me a break. We don't have that much longer to go. We got about 20 to 24 more minutes. With that being said, you want to play some more music from that track? We give you about some more.
Yeah, we playing another, and this thing what we doing, what I'm playing right here, this is what, I know people here know what it is, go-go, but it's a good thing when you got your own music, where you can just, you know, somebody make a record and that'd be a good record, say, I like that record. And then when they hear it again, somebody will put a go-go version out of that same record, and you get the extra, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then you got other people that's looking at it, can't even relate to it. So, yeah, we here in the DMV, we got our own form of music, and that's what we listening to today.
All right, DC's own.
Hey, Johnny. Lock it down. Haven't heard a party like this in a long time. Somebody gotta get Jam and Jeff a solo real soon, y'all. He getting young and the restless back there. Getting young and the restless. Pete, wait a minute. Jam and Jeff, you getting young and the restless. About ready to see his dynasty. Politics. One. Special shout going out to Angie and my man DC. Let's go.
I gave him all the love I got. I gave him more than I could give. Yeah, gave you love. I gave him all that I had inside, and he took my love. My love, didn't I tell you what I believe? Somebody say that a love like that won't last. Didn't I give you all that
it doesn't show, but the pain still go. No stranger to you and me. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, Tasha. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, Mayor Muriel Bowser, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, in DC, oh Lord, oh Lord. I remember, Sadia, I remember, Tina, I hold it. Hey DC, we go up, we go down. Come on. Hey, get your hands in the air. We go up, we go down. Your body for Merle Bowser, y'all. We go up, we go down. Hands in the air. Team, Tasha. Hold it. Let's try. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keisha, sweet Keisha. I Donnell, give me the part I like now. Give me the part I like now. DC, give me the part I like now. Kim, give me the part I like now. Give me the pop. Sean, give me the pop. Kim, give me the pop I like now. Angie, give me the part I like now. I remember, till I remember. Joyce, let me know if y'all tired out there with the party on. DC style. If you from DC, put something up in the air. We ready to party DC style. How you doing, Sadia?
Flashbacks of the times we've had. Some made us laugh, some made us sad. We used to break up to make up. All the fun that came from those love games. Oh, and I think I need someone new. Oh, it just won't do. Yeah, because I think about you, baby, from beginning to end. 365 days of the year, I want your same old loving, baby. Hey, ladies, and all I wanna do is keep on loving you. I want your same old love. There's a reason I feel this way. All the things you do, well, 365 days of the year. I want your same old loving, baby. Lady Chloe, and all I wanna do is keep on loving you. I want your same old love. One more time, from beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I want your same old loving, baby. Hey, ladies, and all I wanna do is spend my life with you. I want your same old love.
Look out! That's where I want to be right there, y'all. We about to put y'all through a test right here. We about to make sure the Washingtonians know where we at. We're gonna put y'all through a test right here. Huh? Hey! Are y'all tired yet? Are y'all?
That below are the music. All right, all right, all right. We hope you enjoyed the sounds of, who was it, bruh?
That was Team Familiar.
All
And
right.
they had Scooby and Kim with them. Now Scooby and Kim done part their ways. They got their own thing going on. Serious.
DC
Yeah.
owns. Beautiful music. I like how they did that Let's Get It On. They just did that Nita Baker jump. Tight, 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 tight. That's how them bands, that's how you gotta do it. You gotta get these songs. Don't try to do it like the cover artist. You gotta take it, make it your own. And that's what this band did with these selections that you have heard in our music moments of the show today. These bands took this music or these cover songs and they made it their own. That's called creativity. And that's what you gotta be able to do to stay sustained in this business. You gotta be creative. You gotta know how to switch some things up and keep it the same at the same damn
What I
time.
want to do too is like some of them songs. What we're gonna do like our own little segment, like a Tiny Desk. If y'all know what that is. If not, you can find
Yes,
out.
that's coming up.
We're gonna do it here. We're gonna have artists come in with acoustic guitars or just vocal. I mean, it's gonna be nice. We got a lot of talent here, and we're going, like I said, that's part of the music session. When we say spirituality, music, and community, we mean that. So.
So don't sleep. I had to do it that way. I had to do it that way. That's right. That's right. Relax my throat. But with that being said, you know, you guys, we got, I think the only holiday we got coming up in this month is Martin Luther King celebration that they gave us. Black History Month starts at the end of this month, I believe. But every day should be Black History for us. So with that being said, gear your kids up with the proper Black history. This is the time to start going out here, gathering the information, because you know the schools are not going to give it to them. The schools is not going to give them their truth. They still got the same old stuff they had in here since I was in school. Only black person is Martin Luther King. What else they have in here? They don't have too many anything else. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we gotta do what we do for ourselves.
So educate your kids up on our history, because it's more than just Martin Luther King had a dream. That's all them folks want to throw at our kids. Martin Luther King had every preschool, each kid doing something on Martin Luther King had a dream. They don't never go outside the box.
It's a damn dream to turn into a nightmare.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yes, it has in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, but you know, you gotta keep your kids knowledge up. I mean, if you're knowledgeing yourself, why not pass it down to your kids? So knowledge can be, it can't be financially, monetary wealthy, at least be knowledge wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Have some type of wealth that you passing on to your kids and you leave it behind. Because hey, knowledge is the key to life. So you got to keep it going. With that being said, we're probably going to end this show a few minutes early because of my throat. is not trying. I forced the forces that it was against me. You lied. You thought you was gonna shut me up. I proved them wrong. I lasted the whole show. But with that being said, we're gonna take some music out while we break down. See you next week. One love, one thug. True honor under God. Mwah.
It's the second track, right?
Mm-hmm.